My name is Esteban Molina, and I'm doing my paper about child labor. So, child labor is actually legal in most countries under some laws and conditions. However, many places in the world, mostly in the Middle East countries, there is a lot of conflict and war. So, companies take advantage of the situation and they hire all types of people under the table, and oftentimes they're kids. So, some pros of child labor, of course, economic benefits. Companies obviously don't pay the kids a normal wage or salary, so the production of goods is cheaper, and that actually allows them to keep the prices lower. They can also help their families financially. They can pay for clothes and food and things like that. Another pro is mental health under the right conditions. They can create a social life apart from their home and school if they actually go, and also life skills. They're learning basic stuff, time management. Um, they're learning how to control their money. They're becoming more productive and mature. And some cons of child labor, most of the times the kids are not even teenagers, so working definitely affects their childhood, and they are poor. Their families are poor. They don't own shoes. They only have one outfit. Sometimes they don't eat. So working is almost always a must for some kids. They also work in poor conditions. So, for example, if they break an arm, they don't have a health care. The company doesn't give them any help either. So that leads to drug dependency. These kids usually work in factories where there is a lot of pollution. So if they don't get injured, they get sick and they become dependent from a very young age. And lastly, minority groups. So most of these factories are in places like Africa, India, and Singapore. So all the people working there and the kids are people of color. So this is a discrimination issue as well. Some manufacturing companies use child labor as an alternative to normal employees. This way, they also manage to avoid having to pay benefits and healthcare. So child labor is legal, but the right regulations and actions have not been taken yet. And this is a social issue that persists in some parts of the world and is affecting the kids' right development and, of course, their families. So I believe child labor should be stopped and punished as children are being exploited and taken advantage of. That's all I have.